Everyone, I'm the Tax Pro, and today we're going to talk about setting up a new company in QuickBooks Desktop Enterprise. This is very similar to setting up a company in regular QuickBooks Desktop, but I'm going to do a video for Enterprise version, just in case that is particularly what you want to see. So this is Enterprise Desktop. Enterprise Desktop is different than regular QuickBooks Desktop. Regular QuickBooks Desktop is not as robust as Enterprise. So Enterprise is fairly robust, and you're going to find that it has a lot more features. It can be a lot more technical, especially with things like inventory, and because of that, it's more expensive. So this is QuickBooks Desktop Enterprise. Now you can go in and edit your list here and hide any companies that you don't want to show up. So you won't see any of our clients on here. In order to add a new company, I'm going to click Create a New Company. Now, if there is already a company file and I had somebody send me like a backup, then I would open or restore an existing company, okay? This is to create a completely new company, or to have a company that we're bringing in and maybe we're going to import data from another system. So once I click this is going to pop up. I mark that I myself am the admin, and then I click Start Setup. This might take a second. There we go. So sometimes this just takes a minute. Now at this point in time, it's going to ask you to sign into your Intuit account. I'm going to pause this while I sign in. Okay, so I've signed in, and now it's going to bring me to this page right here. This is where we're going to start putting in all of our company information. Some of this is required and some of it is not. So the first thing that we're going to do is put our business name in here. I'm going to put ABC Corporation. You want to make sure that you're putting your legal name in here. Then we're going to select an industry. So the industry is important here because it's going to generate a specific chart of accounts from QuickBooks. And so QuickBooks is going to try to guess what sort of chart of accounts we want based on the inventory that we put in here. So I'm going to say that I'm running a retail shop. And then we're going to select the type of business that we have. So this is talking about the legal formation and somewhat the tax treatment. Okay, so sole proprietorship, a partnership or LLP, a single member LLC, which is taxed as a sole proprietorship right here on Form 1040, multi-member LLC, which is taxed on Form 1065 as a partnership, an S corporation, a C corporation or an S corporation, or a nonprofit. I'm going to mark an S corporation. This is all the actual required information that you need. However, you can also add your EIN, which I'll go ahead and add. A fake one. You can add a phone number, and then you can add an address. All this information is fake. Again, everything's fake. You can then create your company, and it's going to sit and it's going to create a new company file. So this is going to take a second while it generates everything. So essentially what we've done is we've told QuickBooks Desktop Enterprise what our company's name is, what industry we're in, how we're taxed. At that point in time, it's going to go through and it's going to start setting up your company. It might take a second, so go ahead and be patient with it. And then once it sets up the company, it's going to bring us into this setup page. And this setup area is optional. So right here, it gives us the option to do a couple of additional items. So we can import a list of contacts if we wanted to right away. We can input products and services that we're going to sell, and we can add bank accounts. You do not have to do this right now. You can just click Start Working. That tends to be my preference unless I have a bunch of data that I'm ready to bring in. But if you're a brand new company, you don't have to go through that process. That's okay. This is the home page for QuickBooks Desktop Enterprise. Now this is gonna give us, oops, I think I clicked on that on accident. Hold on, let me X out of this. So this is the accountant version of Desktop Enterprise. We have a special accountant center. You guys won't have that. So when you go into QuickBooks Desktop Enterprise, unless you have the accountant version because you're a bookkeeper or an accountant, you won't see this. You're gonna see this homepage right here, okay? So this is where you're gonna land, and this is where everything starts. If you have any questions, please let me know. If this video is helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.